The energy in August came in with a roar, but it is going out with a meow. So stay tuned because I'm going to share with you 4 ways that you can harness this energy and use it to call in love and abundance as we move forward. Hello everyone. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I hope you live fearless, live loved, and live free. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when all my videos and content come live. Today, we're going to talk about the energy for the full moon in Aquarius on the 22nd of August of 2021. And just to give you a little taking you back in the energy of this moon technically goes back to 2012. And that is when we started that Age of Aquarius timeline December 21st of 2012. And at that time, basically, that's when we moved from Age of Pisces to the Age of Aquarius in the universal timeline. And so everything we've been doing through this ascension process has been all about technically the Age of Aquarius. And so in 2013, we had a lot of boosting energy to help us open a portal to this ascension process. And we have not seen this much Aquarian energy over the last, say, couple months here. Than we have since 2013. And so the really cool thing is right now we have Jupiter coming in to shine a spotlight on the Aquarian energy during this full moon. And that Jupiter is all about, the giver of luck and fame and fortune and being able to really be like a genie in a bottle that says, your wish is my command. What do you want? And so the timeline that this energy is in right now is in Leo and going out of Leo into Virgo. And so what we are seeing in this is that it's been about us collecting and opening relationships, and that also being abundance in the financial sectors are being really, really spotlighted with Jupiter right now. So what I want to do today is share with you 4 ways that you can use this energy to call in love and abundance and get super clear on what it is where you want to invest your energy right now. I used to wake up every day and say, how may I serve? And I realized that's an old program. Now it's more like, where can I invest my resources? And my resources is my time, my talent, my energy, and my health as far as how I want to take care of myself physically. And what I want to focus on within myself. And so a lot of people right now have been going through all this ascension process, the ascended version of yourself. And it's been super exhausting. And so a lot of people from a physical state are in a state of not feeling energy, and they're feeling like they need more energy. So right now in this particular full moon, it's taking you back inward to look within yourself, to look at your own soul's reflection of this entire journey, to kind of go at it at a deeper level, but yet a more expanded view, to dot I's and cross T's and say, what is it that I have learned thus far? What is it that I still need to be able to refine? And how can I take this from my internal vibration into my physical reality? So we're going to jump into those 4 ways that you can use this energy in order to call in love and abundance. And the first one is to rewrite your past. We have talked about this before, and we are going through never-ending cycles and patterns that is taking us through these layers and layers of debris of our old self, the old thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the karma, the connection to our familial contracts that we came here to clear the bloodlines and to break and demolish all of the blueprints that and ways that our family dynamics have operated under. So in this idea of calling in love, you're needing to be able to upgrade basically your ability with the relationship you have with yourself. And so in order to do that, it's really important that you let go of your stories, that you let go of what has been blocking you from taking action to go forward into your new identity and your new roles and the parts of you that want to come out now. So there's parts of the hidden parts of you, they've been sitting there dormant and kind of speaking to you, but you haven't fully allowed yourself to shine in those areas. It's going to be super important you start to tap into that passion side of yourself and look at it from a place of these shadows. And this past that you have is really like not necessarily digging up more karma, but it's literally you learning to love the shadow side of yourself and like come into a place of acceptance. So when we rewrite the past, accepting your past is a really important thing that you can do right now, so that you can then, when you accept the past or accept the experiences or accept your twin flame or accept the things that you don't like about your emotional status of what hurts and your wounds and everything you've been through. Now is the time to just really find compassion for everyone, including most importantly yourself, and stop doubting and stop sabotaging your ability to take action in some form. And it doesn't matter the direction you go into, as long as you're moving towards what's bringing you peace and power. But we're bringing we're bringing balance to the soul, and we might have done this karmic work, but right now it's implementing your new patterns, and you're rewriting that by doing the opposite things it used to do. So this energy is also about bringing balance to yourself, most importantly. And that leads me to number 2, which is redirect your energy. So what you have done, say in one way that you have managed your emotions, or in the way you've taken action, or the way you viewed yourself, you have basically put this limitation on yourself, looking at it as the word sabotage is coming through. So like a lot of sabotage of, why am I not over this? Why can't I be beyond this? And you have not come into a place of acceptance, basically. So redirecting your energy, recalibrating it, going through a process in this moon of saying, I'm just going through another cleanse, and I'm just creating space to embody more of myself, of my true self. And I'm going to accept where I am right now and honor that, because that's from the feminine way, which is the Aquarius energy. And that's going to then, say, for instance, say in your twin flame journey, find acceptance in that as well. Or say in your twin flame, accept it for what it is, what it's taught you, where it's got you. Now redirect your energy into the idea that you can still have love. And I got to tell you, that's one of the things I did in my whole journey. And that's how I did move through a lot of ascension teachers. And that's how I was able to redirect all my energy into the things that I believed in, that were my truth. And, you know, to know what your truth is, though, you do got to like do the rewriting of the past in the first one, where you're clearing out the karma, you're collecting your soul fragments, and you're connecting to more of your higher truth. But the one way that you can fully do that is to really then spend some time in this energy doing soul reflections and reflecting on where your past has taken you, and just make a conscious choice to choose to where, and I just said this in the last one, where can I serve today? But instead of where can I serve, how can I best invest my resources? That's redirecting your energy to say, a lot of times we will put our attention and our focus on something that is limiting or draining. So we spend so much time in the fear or the worrying or the outcome, that to take actual action and to face that fear, the minute we take the action, it sort of dissolves the energy around it and prevents the resistance about the fears. And so redirecting that energy from a place of resistance to the fear to making it a powerful thing, that I can make these choices and I won't let other experiences, other people, and especially my twin flame, rob me of my energy. I'm going to redirect that back to myself. And the third way that you can be able to use this energy in order to call in the love, call in the abundance, is reconnecting to your heart during this time. Leo is all about the heart. What do you desire? What brings you passion? What will excite you? This is about not waiting for things to happen in your life that's going to be about love or abundance, but this is about creating things in your life that will give you love and abundance, so you're not waiting for it. That's allowing you to reclaim your power and to, in this process of the reflection of your soul that I mentioned that's taking place here, because we technically, as I mentioned, in the beginning here, we came in with this energy in August with a roar, and we are going out with a meow. Okay, so things are lightening up, things are softening up, things are coming into more grace, things are coming into the more feminine aspects, down to getting creative and creating. And so putting the energy into, one of the things I've been telling a lot of clients is put your energy into the passionate things that bring you passion. Maybe you have put off during this time of focusing on yourself, the idea of things that you might love, like you might love to take a dance class. You might want to do some like painting or art or writing or flying. I had a client that we talked about flying lessons. So put your energy into the things that will bring you joy. And now you're not separating from the joy in your life in some form. I have to tell you, you need to go back and watch, if you did not do so, my video that I did at the beginning of this year that I was saying calling in love for 2021. And it was about calling in love for a relationship, because this energy, as we connect to this heart energy and we're connected to the Leo, and the whole age of Aquarius is about, as I mentioned, connecting to your beloved and bringing in your twin flame and reuniting. And to do that, it's again going to be about reconnecting to yourself. So do some rituals that represent love and abundance. And, abundance, keeping in mind that is also connected to financial things. And to know that, you need to might go through that rewriting your past and recollecting some of your fragments as you redirect that energy to calling back your power and your worth and your truth, so that you can become worthy to receive the love that you're calling in. But watch, I'll put a link below and at the end here, and maybe even in a card, that's going to be about you watching that, where I called in love. It was a 3-part series where I literally went into my bedroom and I set it up through a ritual of what I was going to do to call my partner. And lo and behold, like within a month later, I had gotten COVID, which was another concept of, let's say, redirecting energy. My perception of that wasn't the greatest, I can promise you that. But on the flip side, I knew that if I redirected the energy and I used the energy of it for power, and I saw that my lessons in it, and I saw how I created it, then I could recreate from that versus allowing it to drain me, which is what we do a lot of the time. So in reconnecting with your heart, then not only watch that video series, but you, if you're super tired, you may want to consider doing a colon cleanse. You definitely journaling is part of what I was going to say in this, and meditating would be really good things that can help you rediscover what it is you really want from your passion side. So I will also put a link below to my 30-day passion project, that if you don't know what it is you desire and you're trying to reconnect to this passion, so you can be able to call in this love and abundance, because what you plant during this time is going to not only go forward for the next 6 months, it's going to go forward into all next year, and probably over the next 3 to 5 years. And keep it in mind, these are cycles that we continue. And so it's not like we're going to plant one time and it's over, but each time we go deeper and more expanded, and we are able to then grow and evolve through it to where the picture gets clearer and clearer, and we gain more clarity about the direction we're taking. So the fourth way that you can use this energy to your benefit during this full moon in Aquarius is to realign with your true self. And what that means is finding balance in your instability, finding alignment within your thoughts, finding alignment within your truth, finding alignment with everything that you invest that energy into, that it is feeling from a sense of creating stability, and that you're feeling stable and balanced. So it's not about being, say, the contrasts and the polarities here, like we've been known, where we've expanded from the aspects of ourselves in that totally opposite. It's literally now taking and pulling all the pieces together that we've learned and finding the neutrality in them. So it's like where myself, I've done all this personal work and self-care even for really deeply for the last 2 years. We've done this a lot, but really deep into a lot of self-care over the last 2 years that has taken me away from certain things of creation that was planned. And during that time now, I can see and look back at all of the things I collected in this energy, but it also showing me the things that I need to create, or maybe that I lost focus of, that feels in some sense I kind of lost that moment of say even investing in some financial things that would have been a greater gain, but I couldn't put the time and the energy into that. And now I'm being tested by other opportunities that is being presented by other people's recommendations, but it's about, no, this is my truth. And my truth says I'm out of balance, and I need to pick up with what I left off on, and that's priority to me. And that's going to keep me balanced, and that's going to keep me in alignment. And it's not at this point because my spiritual advisor had even really technically said, okay, well, what are you resisting? I've never saw you this way. And what it is that side of myself opened up to an aspect that says I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to make sure I stay in balance, and I'm going to make sure that I invest this resource, and this particular case, my time, into what feels in alignment with my heart, that I know will be fruitful from my own soul's alignment. So it's not about me resisting the idea and the concept of growing. It's more in that I want to realign with the desire that I've been called to. And so I'm really strong in that right now. It's no. And now I know my truth. And so I can call back that power, and I can stay true to myself and the mission and the purpose that I came here for. And keep in mind in this whole journey that as we collect these parts and we pull all this back together and we come into this realignment, while in some ways we're revisiting things to collect, and we're revisiting back all the way through this journey, it will be going back, but it will not be the same. And give you an example of this. So in 2013, I went to Hawaii. And when I was in Hawaii, I knew that I was going to either go home and take a one-way ticket back, or I was going to go home and change my life for it to become free. And if I couldn't find that freedom in it, then I just felt like I needed to release it. However, what I realized was that if I really, really, really wanted that freedom. I didn't have to like just walk away from it and dump everything. And you know, I could literally see where people would like leave their life and not tell anybody where they're going, and they vanish. I felt that way. I went back, and it's literally taken me from that 2013 in a relationship that was endless and painful and at the pit of hell at that moment, and to make the decision to like create my life in a way that I wanted it, that would give me freedom, but that I didn't have to like abandon it in every one. And so now as I come full circle into reunion, and I've called in love this year, and I've realigned with love and abundance as well as we go forward in new ways, it's like I feel like in some ways I'm getting back to myself, but on the other way, on the flip side of that, like things will never be the same again, because now I am learning to manage things with partnership and in a new way, and what your life looks like in the dual dance, and like staying in alignment with yourself as you dance with your beloved, right? But this is helping us, like in this energy right now, really connect to this love and passion and purpose and alignment of all the things. It's the soul's blueprint or the soul's mission or your purpose. So really just use this energy to capture it, harvest it, and to go out of this month with just this gentleness, this calmness, this sense of like, like I can breathe, and I'm going to, like, another really good thing you could do right now, and Julian and I are doing this together, is we're going through our budgets for finances and going through our mission stuff together. And so while we have our individual stuff, we're looking at what that looks like together, and then how we can create new schedules, and schedules that also include like what does our personal care look like, and doing yoga together and different things like that. So just knowing that now is the time to really take a look at your activities and knowing what you want to invest your time, your energy, your resources, your money, and all of those things into, so that you're planting the seeds on good ground right now that will bring you everything you desire going forward through 2022 and beyond. All right, so make sure to check out all the ways you can glow forward with me. Let me know how this energy is impacting you, and check out also the resources that I mentioned. And may you always face your fears, find freedom, and glow forward on fire. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.